So before we talk about the event March 7th, 8th, and 9th, I've had this conversation before, but just for those who may be new to the area, Harbor House Inc. does what on a daily basis?
We are drug and alcohol treatment. We have residential treatment, which is a 28-day program for men, women, and women with children 6 and under. We have those locations in Fort Smith and in Hot Springs. And then we have transitional living beds, which are houses for people to go into after they've been through the 28-day treatment. If they don't have a safe place to go, they can move into one of our transitional living houses, pay us a little bit of weekly rent, continue their treatment by outpatient counseling and group meetings. But they're required to have a job, and we really work to transition them to be a citizen again. And then the 6 to 18 months is not mandatory. It's different for everyone depending on when they feel like they're on their feet, maybe able to get a place to live with somebody else. But we find that our recidivism rate is greatly reduced if someone leaves treatment and then goes to one of our houses to live in a community and have some accountability with other people and those kind of things.
These programs are expensive to run, and one of the ways to offset that is having fundraisers. And I got to tell you, this one is right in line with how popular paddleball is starting to become and has become. So on those 3 days, what are we talking about here? What's going to happen?
Well, it's these tournaments have gotten very popular. They've become more popular than like a 5K run or something for a fundraiser. And Harbor historically has not been a not-for-profit that did fundraisings. We provide a service that people pay for, and so we do not depend on fundraising or grants, to meet our budget. But payor of last resort for someone to receive treatment is the state of Arkansas. They have a block grant, and we can only have a little bit of that money every month. And so we end up with a waiting list. And that waiting list, it's just not good to have an addict on a waiting list. So we started a scholarship program where someone that maybe feels inclined or business, $4,000, gets someone off of that waiting list and into treatment, gets them off the state block grant and into treatment. So as a part of the scholarship program, we decided to have a pickleball tournament. And, the Hangout Sports and Fitness is working with us very closely. We're going to split some of the revenue with them. But the sponsorships that we're receiving for the tournament, local businesses that are helping to sponsor, they get their name on our website. That money is going all into our scholarship program to help people get into treatment sooner, not be dependent on the availability of state money, and we'll all have some fun. We're going to play singles on Friday afternoon, men's and women's singles. On Saturday is men's doubles and women's doubles, and on Sunday is mixed doubles. And within that broad category, there are three different skill levels: 3.0 and under, 3.5, and 4.0 and above. To give you a point of reference, a professional is probably a 5.5. So there's your point of reference. And there's a tremendous number of people that are 3.0. They love to play for fun and play some of these tournaments. And then this is a United States senior pickleball sanctioned event. So there will be awards given in 5-year increments for 50 and above every 5 years, all the way up to 80 and above. So 70 to 74, 75 to 79, and then 80 and above. So
what you're saying is anybody that's over 50 needs to sign up for this.
Well, they can play. We've got that 3.0 and under, which is really an introductory level of not necessarily a beginner, but somebody that's played a little bit could certainly play in that category. We have a 49 and under category for everybody that doesn't qualify for the senior tournament. But right, and the beauty of it is to get to play against other people that are your skill level and your age, because I'm 65. Even at my skill level, there's a difference between a 65 and a 25-year-old at the same skill level. So well, doing it by age really draws a lot of people out, and it helps to add to the fun. I've made as I've played tournaments around the state and even in Texas. It's very social. It's the only sport that I've ever been associated with where men and women can be on the court at the same time and be competitive without the male being dominant. So that's why mixed doubles is so popular.
In order to register, there is a QR code that you can scan. And besides doing that, what's another easy way to get registered for this? And then is there a deadline to register?
There is a deadline. March 3rd is the deadline. On the Monday before the tournament, we'll have to have that deadline and then draw up the brackets to see how many we've got in each age group. The price goes up between February 28th and March 3rd for those people that can't plan ahead. They'll need to pay $10 more. But you can go to pickleball brackets.com on your phone or on your computer. That's where that QR code takes you. But that's really the only way to sign up. This tournament will be monitored, and we're utilizing software to do this tournament that's just incredibly powerful. And that's the Pickleball Brackets software that'll help determine the winners. We report the scores into that tournament. It kind of takes some of the manual process out of it. And so, yeah, that QR code or pickleballbrackets.com. And then if anybody doesn't want to play pickleball, they just want to contribute and maybe be a sponsor or contribute toward the scholarship fund at Harbor House, they can go to harborhouse.inc. There's a donate tab there, and there's a place for scholarships to be able to give a partial scholarship or a full scholarship.
Okay, Carl, thank you so much. It sounds like a really fun weekend, and boy, I hope you have a lot of people show up.
Well, our pre-registration is way ahead of what we ever expected. We've got a large contingency from Hot Springs coming, Joplin, several from Northwest Arkansas, and a small group that I know of from Little Rock. So for us, it's a fundraiser, but that is also the territory that we cover in Arkansas with our 6 outpatient clinics and all of our residential facilities. So this is a marketing adventure for Harbor House as well as a fundraiser.